All right, we're going to try this one more time. Way to go, Spectrum. Garbage ass company with garbage ass. Oh, I hate Spectrum. Video has been removed by uploader. Am I frozen again? Well, it looks like it's working. Barely. So now we're live from the belly of the beast, trying it again. Hey, thanks to the two of you that came back. I don't know what happened. Oh, what? I got lint on my shirt. I gave it up for lint. All right, the delays are not looking too bad. Let's see, 1001, 1002, 1003, about a 4-second delay. Feel free to talk. Got to do it fast because we don't know what Spectrum's going to do next. Maybe they didn't like the way I was drinking my coffee. Maybe they didn't like that I told you I was coming to you live from the Cattleman's Ball in Fort Worth, Texas. Don't be afraid to talk. It's not like I can see you. You could not be wearing any clothes at all and I wouldn't know. Y'all can see me, so you'd know if I wasn't. No, y'all want to watch me nap, take a nap, drink my coffee. Oh, look at that color change. There we go. I like that color. Really got to get rid of the green screen. I've been saying that for over a year now. Kind of tired of it. Good. The person left. Bye. Don't let your mouse hit you where you, good Lord, split you. This might not even take an hour. It might only take 30 minutes today. 30 minutes and I'll just be on my way. No one's here, so I can actually talk how I talk. I mean, there's somebody here, but nobody's talking, so. Don't be scared. I'm not scared. We just doubled our audience. Somebody's got to talk. Don't be afraid. See me pull my finger off? Whoa. This damn color change is going to piss me off. I still got to order a new camera. My Instagram money should be coming in soon. Maybe I'll buy a new camera, a better one, than this cheap Walmart one. Actually, 2 left, Mom. What my mama said. Oh, yeah, we're down to 2 now, Mom. Don't be afraid to talk. I check my Instagram. So y'all ain't going to talk. Started a pretty good argument on Instagram. I didn't even try to. I'm not even weighing in on the argument because it's getting me views, keeping me in the algorithm. I don't understand people being afraid to talk. That's what I do. I like to talk. You can even ask questions. And I'll answer your questions. Well, for the most part. Still nobody talking? All right. I'll keep checking my social media. Is that exciting? Watch me do that. I've thought about doing live streams when I'm at work, but I have to focus on my work, so I can't really pay attention and answer questions. But nobody's asking questions now. So my coffee, very good. Almost gone. We're 11 minutes in. Kind of boring. Here's something nobody else has seen. I'll show y'all. I'm going to make a Stetson holder shaped like the state of Texas. See, this is my pattern. It's shaped like the state of Texas. And this is the pattern for the Stetson holder, and it'll go right here. I'll be making that in the near future. That's what I do. I make shit like that. I know. Wow, that's awesome. It is awesome. I just got to get the wood. I got all the tools to do it. Well, I'll be damned. Hey, Mickey. Oh, yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you. I hope your family did as well. I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving. Spend time with family, have some laughs. I'm glad you started talking. I was getting kind of worried for a minute. Because usually if nobody talks, I end these things and go do other things. You know, important stuff like nap, watch TV, make memes. In approximately 3 weeks, I went from 149,000 views on Instagram to 3.3 million as of this morning. I was told they check you. I was up to almost 5 million when they dropped me. Did I say 80? Hey, new people that just showed up. Wow. That's a lot of people. Oh, I ran off 3 people. They're like, it's that guy again. Yep. They can't stand my awesomeness. Oh, I was wondering how my shirt got twisted. Oh. So what else you got going on, Mickey? It's been rainy and cold here. We're supposed to be back up into the 70s by Wednesday. And then drop back down, but that's Texas weather just showing off. I'm probably not supposed to do that. I know we're not froze. I can see me moving on the screen. Reminder. Hey, new people that just showed up. Welcome. Don't be afraid. Jump in and talk. You can ask questions. Ask my opinion. Just make sure you're not a little sissy. Because sometimes I tend to hurt people's feelings. I'm brutally honest. And once I tell you, I can't untell you. You're kind of stuck with it. 2 turkeys, damn. It worked out well for me. I'm vegetarian. And both my kids basically eat vegetarian. So minimal meat. Cold and drizzly. We've been cold and rainy last 2 days. It's supposed to dry up today and then just be cold and steadily work back up to I think they said the mid 70s by Wednesday. And I think we have a couple of days of nice weather and then back down. I'm not sure what people expect when they go to live streams. When I go check out a live stream, first thing I do is notice if the person doing the stream acknowledges people that come in. I acknowledge everyone, even people that don't say anything. Ugh. Oh, it's all good, dude. I mean, at least you came in, you're visiting. I know my mom's here, but she can't visit because she watches on her TV. At least 3 other people and they're not talking, so but they're watching. They get credit for that. Shit, and if I ended this in 20 minutes, I could pick Savannah up from school. Oh, wait, she's got tutorials today, so I have even more time. How the hell am I light? A light wire somehow got stuck under my foot. Oh. You new people don't have anything to say? No questions? You can even say mean things to me. I don't care. It's the internet. It means nothing when people say mean things to you. Or it's not supposed to. I know people get shook up over it. Boy, I could take a nap. That'd be pretty dope. Oh. Oh, wow. I ain't even heard that name in a long time. Yeah, it's kind of weird when you realize they're all older, all those people from back then. You're like, holy shit. And then when you start thinking about TV shows you watched, kids that are actually old people now. I'm always shocked when I realize that I'm older than a lot of the people I've watched on TV that I've always thought were older than me. Of course, most of them look older than me, but ugh. Yeah, I liked them way back in the day. I like New Edition, Backstreet Boys, um, uh, Boys to Men. There's a band called Blackstreet, or a group called Blackstreet, not a band, a group called Blackstreet. I like them. Uh, I'm sure that looks awesome. I'm yawning on camera. The hell was that? I think I just got some notification or something. Maybe, kind of, sort of. I don't know. Oh well. It must not have been too important. Hmm. Someone in my town where I live won $1 million off a scratch ticket this week. It wasn't me. Yeah. Yeah. And when you do see pictures of Keith when he looked young, you're like, who's that? Yeah, Keith Richards has always looked old. uh, there's an actor who always looked old. Um, oh shit, Uncle Jesse from the Dukes of Hazards. He looked old when he was on the Andy Griffith Show. Can't remember his first name. He was the father of the Darling Boys. He wanted to marry Aunt B that one time. I can't remember his first name on the show. Jim Best looked young on the Andy Griffith Show. He's only on one episode, maybe two. Oh, 2 episodes. 2 episodes. He looked young. I guess he looked young-ish when he was in Hooper. And then when he was on the Dukes of Hazzards, he looked older. But he probably didn't look as old. I mean, he did later when you see pictures of him. He had gone all white. Hair was gone all white. Yes, Denver Pile's his real name. Yes. Yeah, he was on the Andy Griffith Show, Dukes of Hazzards. I'm sure he's on other shit too. Kind of slow today. No. The hell is that noise? Hang on, I gotta see if that's an alarm. Huh. Weird. I didn't hear it in the hallway, but I hear it in here. I can still hear it in here. Huh. I hear kind of like an alarm going off. Oh, yeah. And I ain't seen that in forever. All right, so currently here, Mickey, it's 47, but feels like 37 with an 18 mile an hour wind. Say, fool. Hey, new person that just came in, don't be afraid. Join the conversation. We talk about anything. Right now, we're talking about Denver Pile. If you don't know who Denver Pile is, you're probably too young to be here. But it's okay. We'll accommodate you. So just jump in. Don't be afraid. Even if you just say, hey. I don't know what the hell that alarm is. It's still going off. It sounds like a phone vibrating. It's not my phone. My phone's on silent. Huh. Weird. Oh, we did discuss the weather, dude. Um, we're discussing it here where I live in Texas. It's 47, but feels like 31 with an 18-mile-an-hour wind. And Mickey's actually 31. Well, his weather is actually 31. It sucked this morning when I went to work because it was cold and rainy. And I didn't get to come straight home. I had to make 3 stops on my way home. So, yes, big balls, we did discuss the weather just a tad. Well, I'm not afraid of them. Actually, nobody should be afraid of them except for the criminals. Oh, you're talking about real ice, not ice. Sorry. Well, nobody should be afraid of real ice either. Just drive cautiously. I think here in Texas, we're going to have a very mild winter, which means the bugs will be murder next year. I'm probably not supposed to use that word. The bugs will be extreme next year. Extreme. More than words. All right, what are we going to talk about now? Talk about that boy that got punched in the mouth in school by a teacher. I support that 100%. You're going to swing on me? You better expect it back. Winning. Got tiger blood. Because that's how I roll. Got a jar full of dimes. And a jar full of nickels. I need some more of these cups. I think they make interesting banks. Well, yeah, I don't think that's really a coincidence, though, Mickey. I think the hurricanes we've had this year were natural. What is that damn alarm? There's absolutely nothing in here that should be making that noise. It seems like it's getting louder and more aggressive. And I think it's in here because when I go out there, I don't hear it. It's so weird. Well, the heater's kicking on now, so maybe I won't hear it. Yes, it's a vibration, Mom. Like a phone vibrating, but an old phone, not a newer phone. It has that older sound to it. Oh, I have a gallon pickle jar full of pennies, and then I probably have another gallon that I haven't gone through yet because I go through all my change. I collect coins. I collect money in general. I found a 1952 silver dime when I was going through my change the other day. It's in really rough shape, but it's still a silver dime. So I kept it. It's just like when I find fossils that are broken, they're not perfect specimens. If I like it, I still keep it. I mean, a silver dime's only worth whatever a dime is. A dime's weight worth of silver is. It could be. Come back to haunt me. Why'd you throw me in the trash, dude? I'll talk about money now. I gotta check something. Ugh. Well, well, well. You just can't tell. All right. Do I follow spiritual teachers? That's an interesting question, Big Balls. I do. I don't know if you're going to consider this spiritual, but I do follow some Stoic teachers and people who teach manifest destiny, that kind of stuff. I am a spiritual, and now there's a cologne. Oh, it's the money. This money, somebody got cologne on it. So I don't know if you consider that spiritual, Big Balls, but I am a spiritual person, and I do follow a lot of stuff like that. I'm working on stoicism to try to curb my anger because I have severe anger issues. The spiritual guys, I don't follow them 100% because the message is good and the intentions are good, but I don't believe in a lot of what they say. So that's where I have problems with that. All right, Mickey, thanks for hanging out, buddy. Be safe. And I will be here next week, I believe. Yes, I'll be here next week. I have to take the 25th off, but I will be doing a January 1st live stream. This will be the first time in quite a while I've been off on New Year's Day. But be safe, buddy. I'll see you next time. Was that answer good enough, Big Balls? I had to put my money back in my pocket. Okay. I was hoping it makes sense that I wouldn't drift off too far. So I do try to be a better person and tune into all that. But the whole putting it on God thing, I have a problem with that. But I do work really hard at being more stoic. And the self-affirmations, I do affirmations, positive affirmations before I go to sleep and first thing when I wake up. For me, that's just good juju, putting good energy out. But I definitely try to be a better person. And it's not always good people that I get advice from. I know good advice or what I feel is good advice when I hear it. So I take it wherever it comes from and I apply it to how it works for me. Like I've gotten great advice from Paul Stanley. Not that he told me. Paul Stanley of KISS. I've gotten good advice from him. I've gotten good advice from David Lee Roth, and I don't even like David Lee Roth. I've heard criminals say good advice. So I'm always looking for positive stuff to try to be a better person. Because by nature, I'm a pretty violent person. And I don't want to be. I like to think we're smarter animals. But there are a whole bunch of people out there that make you question that. That's where a lot of my rage comes from. Inconsiderate, rude people um, people that play victims. I don't like that. People that act stupid. I don't like that. But yeah, I like to think as human beings we are the smarter animals. But when you watch a lot of animals, it's a close race in some cases. Some kind of interesting. I've been watching this guy on TikTok. I haven't found him anywhere else. I'm sure he's on some other platform. He goes to like zoos and places like that, and he plays music and sings to animals. And it's interesting to see the way the animals react to the music. I wonder if he played a song that they didn't like, if they would attack him. That'd be weird. Probably go very viral. Oh. Oh, somebody saw me yawn and left. Hey, Keith, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Man, I get sleep. Cold weather makes me sleepy. I mean, it's not cold here in the house, but knowing it's cold outside is not helping. Well, I guess fair is better than crappy, but I know that fair is not good. So sorry that it's not better than fair, but glad it's not worse than fair. Hope that makes sense. Damn, it suddenly became super sleepy. Oh. Well, not like really sleepy. I don't know why I keep yawning. But at least I cannot hear that alarm that's been going off. I'm happy about that. Oh, the heater shut off, so now I might hear it again. Hey, fifth person. I agree, big balls. That is a fair assessment. Yawning is contagious because if I yawn and you see me yawn, your brain tells you you must be low on oxygen as well. Actually, I think that's just a myth, but that's what I've always heard. That's why yawning is contagious. You yawn to get air into your body because your body's saying you're low on air. Has nothing to do with being sleepy, supposedly. I don't know how the hell I'm low on air. My lungs are working better than ever. Well, maybe not when I was a little kid, but they're damn sure working better than they have since I was 12 years old. Coming up on my 4-year anniversary since I quit smoking. I think it's 4 years. I keep forgetting. 4 or 5 years. What did you miss? Not much. When I first started the live originally, it froze. I had to back out. I actually deleted it completely, started over. People keep dropping in. Mickey was here talking to me for a while. My mom's watching when she never gets to talk. Um, I have a message. Gotta look. No, it's not the furnace, Mom. I'm sorry. It's not the furnace vibrating. Because I opened the door. The furnace is right outside, and it wasn't that. Um, it's in here. It's in my studio. Because if I walk out, I can't hear it. So it's in here, literally in here. It sounds like it's coming from right over there, but I don't know for sure. Yes, I did, Keith. And the weird thing was, it was my third time quitting, but I had told my wife I had just bought a pack of cigarettes. I only smoked 5 to 7 a day. That's not my younger days. I had quit smoking. The first time I quit was because when my daughter was in the second grade, she asked me to quit. Somebody asking you to quit is not a good reason to quit. So I quit for a little while and now started again. Then I quit again. And then when my dad was dying, that was pretty stressful. So I started smoking again just to take the edge off. So I'd only smoke 5 to 7 cigarettes a day. And then after he passed, I quit, but I wasn't really ready to quit. I was still kind of stressed. So I started smoking again. And the difference was when I quit this time, I wanted to quit. I was not happy the last time I started smoking again because I had decided I didn't want to smoke. So I had just bought a pack and I had 5 or 7 left in the pack because I didn't always smoke 5 to 7. It was in that range. I never went over 7. So I told my wife, I said, when I finish this pack I just bought, I'm done. And I never lit another cigarette. So I ended up giving those to her. She still smokes. But yeah, I just quit. And the way I quit stuff, and I always tell myself, I beat a 2-year Girl Scout cookie addiction. Remember, that's what my code word for. I beat that with no medical help. So I can beat anything. So, but this time I wanted to quit cigarettes. So that was the big difference. But yeah, I just quit. I didn't have any anger. I didn't have any issues. I don't have any cravings for cigarettes. Never, ever. I don't ever think I was like, there's only one thing I have cravings for, and I know not to ever touch that. So my life is going too good for me to mess with that. It's not that I have cravings for it. I missed it. I loved it. We had a very love-hate relationship. But yeah, I don't crave cigarettes. I quit sodas cold turkey too. I um I may be coming up on a year since I quit drinking sodas. I think I used to drink 3 a week on my weekend job. I was about drink 1 each day. And I just decided to quit because of how much sugar's in soda. I'm working on my health and beating diabetes. Yeah, it's just everybody trying to make their money. I mean, it's tobacco. Yes, some companies make a better quality cigarette. Like I only smoked Marlboros, and I would have people tell me, "You can't taste the difference." Now, I did smoke while we were in Germany because they were much cheaper. Uh, Marlboros and Cools were the two most expensive cigarettes because they were the most popular. But the old generic cigarettes that came in the black and white pack, those tasted like Marlboros, and I would smoke those. They were considerably cheaper. Uh, but Durals, I hate Durals. I could walk past a vehicle where they were smoking full flavor Durals, and I knew that smelled like a turd. But yeah, I mean, there's only so many different ways you can make a cigarette. So I think for the most part, with few exceptions, it's like sodas. I mean, look how many different versions of sodas are, and it's actually not different versions. It's brand names putting their to sell more, putting their names in other cans. I found that there are some companies, I'm trying to remember which one, I just watched a video on it. One company is in competition with itself because it releases the same product under different names, but it's their product, comes out of their factory, it's all their shit, they get all the money. I find that kind of odd, but yeah, I don't miss smoking at all, but I was particular with Marlboros. I did smoke Marlboro Lights for a while, but Marlboro Red was always my cigarette of choice. They are, Keith. I tell people all the time, I work for Walmart. All great values stuff is name brand stuff. All your great value canned vegetables are Libby's. It comes from the Libby's factory. They literally just put a great value label on it. So I think most generic brands are surplus. It's just to sell more stuff. And they can sell it cheaper because they're not doing all that extra advertising. I got to find out what that is. That is going to drive me ape shit crazy. I don't think there's anything in here that should be making that noise. Huh. That is so weird. Hey, new people, jump right into the conversation. Don't be scared. Don't be scared and leave like some people do. They come in and go, I don't want to talk. You don't really have to talk, but it makes it more fun. I can tell the difference in golf balls too. Some golf balls hit better than others. Now, clubs, I don't feel that way about. No, it's not that kind of noise. It almost sounds like an old flip phone that's on vibrate. And it's going in that steady pattern. When our battery goes low, it does that chirping noise. So, but it's here, and it sounds like it's coming from right there. I don't hear it in my left ear. I hear it on my right ear. My right ear is my bad ear. No, it's not the vent, Mom, because that's coming from above me. The sound is coming from right there, about this level. So I don't know. It may be a toy. I think that's a bag full of old stuffed animals. So it may be one of them. Maybe the button somehow pushed. Huh. Super weird. They left. I don't care. Yeah, I don't really notice a big difference with clubs, but I do notice a difference in golf balls when you hit them because some golf balls feel like rocks when you hit them. And I don't like those. I really want to start playing golf again. I haven't played in a long time, and I love playing golf. I wonder if that's like the FBI camera that they've hidden in here to watch me and listen to me. That's the only thing I think of. There's something in that bag because it is kind of muffled. But there's a bag of stuffed animals there. I've used wooden clubs, but they had a metal faceplate on them. But yes, I have used wooden clubs. The squirrel on our roof. They run across the roof from time to time. Damn near sounds like a dog. We got some big squirrels. But yes, I have used wooden clubs. Not a wooden shaft, but the wooden head. Yes, I've used those. But for my drivers, I prefer to use metal drivers. I don't know if it's because they feel lighter to me. Maybe, I don't know. I'm sitting here trying to sound like I'm Arnold Palmer. But I still have my driver that my father-in-law gave me. I had a set of clubs, which my brother lost. I'll just say he lost them, along with my boots and a guitar. And I had some nerve to ask for them back. Um, but I've thought about, like, going out we have a driving range about 20 miles from here. All the driving ranges in our town fail. We've had 2 or 3, and they've all failed. I guess people would rather drive to another town. The thing's getting louder. I may have to pee. There's no way I'm gonna make it another hour and 14 minutes. Right now, it's only you talking to me, Keith, and you know I have to take piss breaks from time to time, so I don't have to worry about that. And it was weird. The reason I started playing golf was I kick ass at video golf, and I was like, I'll crush real golf. Boy, was I wrong. But the challenge of it made me want to keep playing. But yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm a better teacher. I haven't ever played disc golf. I played disc football, but not disc golf. But I could probably get into that. That would probably be cool. Um, Man, let me go take a whiz. I know you're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, there's no way that would have kept for an hour. All right, what'd I miss? Um, oh yeah, I don't play around. I mean, the bathroom's just literally right across from me. It ain't like I had to walk over to the other side of the house. And I don't know if it has to do with vegetarian or how much water I drink, but when I go, wow. I'd asked my doctor about it, and she goes, I don't know. Usually guys are saying they can't go. uh, Big balls, you know, just kind of like a football, but with a frisbee. That's how we played. It's not like I played professionally or semi-professionally. It's just bullshitting around my friends, which I haven't done that in forever. No, I quit eating cucumbers. I used to eat half a cucumber every day, but there's no benefit from eating cucumbers. That's why I quit eating pickles. I love pickles. I used to eat a little over a gallon of pickles a month. Like that, a little over a gallon pickles every 2 weeks. But there's no reason to eat pickles. I get nothing from it. So even though I like them, and occasionally, like if it comes with a meal, I'll eat it, or for somebody's house, I'll eat it. I've quit going out buying them, which pickles are just small cucumbers. But Yeah, so I cut them out of my diet because it wasn't worth doing. I wasn't getting a lot of benefit from them because they're mostly water. There's almost nothing to it. Uh, I eat. I think I told you all this already. I eat one whole avocado every day, one Roma tomato, half a bell pepper, a couple of slices of eggplant, two plant-based meats, uh, a big ass bowl of steamed vegetables, which has broccoli, cauliflower, carrots. And there's one other thing in that. I eat 2 cups of beans, 2 handfuls of nuts. No, I do not eat. No, I only eat. I say dill pickles, but there are some spicy pickles I like, which are basically just dill pickles. But I cannot stand bread and butter pickles. And it's something about the flavor makes me want to vomit. I don't like sweet pickles either. Now, there is one pickle that my neighbor made. I did like those sweet pickles. But since I don't eat anything with sugar in it anymore, I don't do that. Well, I keep it to a minimal. I don't eat those pickles anymore. But no, I've never liked those. I love a good crunchy dill pickle. And I do not like Olive Mountain pickles. I like Vlasic. Occasionally you get a bad batch of Vlasic, but if you email them and you send them a picture of the UPC, they will send you a coupon for a free gallon of pickles. I buy gallons when I buy them. Yeah, that's the vinegar that does that. But I don't have high blood pressure. I have perfect high blood pressure. I have perfect blood pressure. Uh, I feel like I'm forgetting something that I eat, but I don't eat any bread. I had to cut out potatoes. My all-time I love potatoes, but I've completely cut potatoes out of my diet. No bread, no rice, minimal on the cheese, even though I love cheese. Colby Jack cheese is my all-time favorite, but I keep that to a minimum. Oh, I'm sorry. You said low. I'm used to everybody saying high blood pressure. I don't know what it would do for that. I don't. So I don't know that. I have no comment. I kind of skimmed across that and I just assumed you said hi. I'm sorry. Thank you for clarifying so I didn't rattle on with some dumb shit. Yeah, my blood pressure is perfect. My liver functions at 101%. My kidneys are functioning at 116%. Which I think has something to do with the pisses that I take. Probably why I piss the way I do. I drink roughly a gallon of water a day. On average, 6 to 8 cups of coffee. And usually an Alani or a Celsius energy drink. One. I don't drink those every day either. And I drink one of those too because it's mostly vitamins and caffeine. So no sugar, artificial color. So I like that. Why is that nuts? I mean, it depends on, well, let me see. I drink a cup when I get up, a cup after breakfast, a cup before I do my live stream, when I do my live stream, or roughly that time. Oh, I'm sorry. Probably 5 to 7. That's probably, I know that's not much different, but it really depends. There are days that I'll drink up to 8 cups of coffee. I have to drink one after I eat dinner or I'll fall asleep. My second meal of the day is my biggest meal that I eat. And I try not to go to sleep or take naps until I go to bed. That way I sleep all the way through the night. Because my sleep time is from 8 till 2:30 in the morning. So 8 in the evening till 2:30 in the morning. And I don't like to wake up during the night. So I try to make sure I stay up till 8. And then if I start waking up during the middle of the night, I'll stay up till 8:30 to throw off my sleep pattern. No, now I think it's 6 to 8 is probably about correct. For a discount, how's that? Keith, I don't huh. They give you a discount for buying the energy drink on your gas? My antique watch looks pretty good on camera too. I bought that from an antique store. I like it. Oh shit. Sorry, Mom. Um oh, I already answered that question. No, it's not the vent by the ceiling. Just in case you didn't hear me say that. How does that work out, Keith? And Big Balls, my coffee is probably the most unhealthiest thing that I do. And it's not that coffee's unhealthy, it's the amount of coffee that I drink that's probably not the best for me. But like I said, my blood pressure is perfect. Everything's perfect. So it can't be too bad. Plus, I think all the water counteracts it. I think some of my yawning shit is like part of my OCD. Because, like, I'm purposely not going to do it now, but like if touch my nose, consciously touch my nose, I'll have to touch my nose 3 or 4 more times. I think that's how it is with the yawn. Wow. Wait, does that say if you buy 21? Oh, no, that says I. If you buy 2, you get 10 cents. Wow. Damn, that's good. I would buy 2 as well. But I usually go to a grocery store near where I work to fill up because it's way cheaper than it is here in the town where I live. Which is weird because the place here in town where I normally get gas, which is one of the cheapest of the all the places, there's 3 places that are cheap, and that's one of them. The gas at that grocery store is still more expensive than its counterpart in the next town over. So instead of spending $38 to fill up my tank, I can usually fill it up in the next town over for 30. $8, that's a good savings since I'm there already. And I think if I drove around, I could probably get it even cheaper, but I'm really anal about shortest routes. I need to get home. I got shit to do. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to burp on camera. Yeah, absolutely. That is so weird. I've never heard that noise before today in here. I've seen ghosts. We've heard ghosts, but so I can imagine a ghost sitting over there going, mm. Yeah, I don't know. I watch price of stuff more now than I used to, and it's weird. It's not that I don't have money now. I have money. I've just become more conscious over what I'm spending on the shit that I do buy. Man, that noise is fixing to make me cuss. Oh, I know, right? If I could find it, that would be cool. I wish I could find whatever it is that's making the noise. Huh. That's kind of weird. I walked over there to where the noise is coming from, and now it has stopped. Huh. Maybe it was a ghost sitting there going, "Ooh." You can't see me. Oh. I'm doing an experiment because they don't show them as much anymore, but I saw these videos where people saying if you filled this up, how much money you had. If you say put $1 bills in it, so I'm going to stuff it as full as I can of $1 bills, and then I'll count it out on a live stream and see how much. Well, I don't think it'll be near as much as they say it is on those videos, but we'll see. But I'm only putting dollar bills in. I used to put ones, fives, and tens in it. Occasionally a 20, but I'm gonna fill it all the way up with ones, and we'll do a real video to see what it really is. Because I don't think it as much as those people say in the videos. We all want to believe, oh, I saved $40,000 in a 5-gallon water jug. We'll see. I did post the video that one time, Keith, with the ghost, where you can hear the ghost voice. And it was Gary and one other person that heard that. I think Mark, maybe Gary and Mark Matthews. I didn't hear it when I did it. You can see I don't react to it when it happened. So Gary had sent me the timestamp. I went back and watched it. Then I made a video of it and posted it. Um, and some of it has to do with camera quality because when I shoot videos on my phone, a lot of times you can see orbs in our house. And that's without me pointing them out. Other people would see the videos and point them out. And the one ghost that I caught, which was not on a live stream, no, big balls. I do not have an opinion on that. There's a lot of stuff, dude, that people are always stunned that I'm not. I don't follow. I mean, I almost never watch news. Most of my news pops up on one of my social medias, and it's not by choice. It just happens to pop up. But I try not to watch any news, and it's not that I want to be ignorant, but I feel a lot of it's propaganda, and they're just trying to keep us distracted. So, no, I don't have an opinion on that. I haven't dug into it or anything like that. There's a lot of things I just don't pay attention to. Uh, especially items where you see people like blowing up, making a big deal out of it, and then you see other people, it's not that big a deal. It is a big deal. No, it's not a big deal. Here's an example. When I make my memes, I scroll through the internet and I find like weird signs, weird pictures with no content. And I make a meme out of the first thought that comes to mind. Usually, sometimes it's second thought, or I'll have to sharpen it up a little bit. But I saw this sign and it said poisonous snakes. It's from another country. I made a meme out of it. You would be amazed at how many people are arguing, saying, you used the wrong word. First off, I didn't make it. And I'm not correcting anybody. I'm letting them argue because it keeps me in the algorithm. That video is coming up on 1 million views on Instagram. But it had done 33,000 views in less than 24 hours when I first posted it. But people are arguing more so on Threads than Instagram, but they're doing it on Instagram as well. Snakes are venomous. You used the wrong word. Snakes are not, and they think they're all being witty and stuff. I'm not arguing. I'm not correcting anybody, but it makes me want to make more posts with wrong words on it so that people will get. It's a joke. Do you watch cartoons with your kids and go, just so y'all know, dogs can't really talk like we do or drive cars and they don't wear clothes? It's a damn joke. That's fine. My mom just asked me about the Lone Star tick or just said something because I've been cutting cedar trees for the last month. I have not gotten one tick. Back in the day, we had a house that, well, we call them cedar trees. I explained last week, they're actually juniper trees, but we call them cedar trees here. We used to have some in our backyard, and our dogs would get covered in ticks, and sometimes we get ticks. But I have not gotten one tick while I've been out here cutting all these trees. But it doesn't surprise me. I mean, with stuff shipping international, all over the across continental, you're bound to get shit. I mean, we've gotten rats and cats and possums from other states when they come in on trucks. So I'm not really surprised. I'm sure somebody carried it there and they're just multiplying. But I would think in Wisconsin, a good strong winter would wipe them out or knock down the numbers. Big Boss, if you have an opinion that you want to share, you can. Like I said, I don't have an opinion on it, so I wasn't going to start a conversation. But if you got something you want to tell me about it, feel free. I mean, I all I like on all my social media, all I try to do is make people laugh. There's enough doom and gloom and shit to piss you off out there. So I try not to add to it. I just try to make people laugh, but it still pisses some people off. Like people I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm really surprised at how many people are upset about it saying poisonous instead of venomous. You get the picture. I'm not trying to sell you anti-snake insurance or snake bite insurance. Settle down. I'm not saying you, dude. I'm saying the people that are getting upset on my memes. I need to make them some meme that's anti Led Zeppelin. Because when I said Led Zeppelin was one of the worst bands ever and they're overrated, you should have seen the field day people had on me. And it's all subjectional, just like everything else, or subjective, just like everything else. Depends on what you like. I like some of their music, but I don't like them. I sure don't think they're as great as everybody else thinks they are. And I think Van Halen was better with Sammy Hagar. Ugh. Oh. Yeah, ripped that tag out of my shirt because it was poking me. I don't like being poked. What's in this bag? Trash. Where I bought my stuff. All right, y'all. Am I froze? Why is the conversation stopped? Did I give the wrong answer for the Lone Star tick? The Red Hot Chili Peppers are so far overrated, it's unreal. I only like a couple of their songs, but they are not a great band. I think it's like U2. U2 is popular because it's in style to like them. They're not a good band. Okay, slow typing I can accept. U2 is way overrated. I like a few of their songs, but I think it's just popular to like. Bruce Springsteen is popular like Springsteen. Springsteen sucks. He's got a couple of good songs. One of his songs that was half-assed when he did it became great for Manfred Mann. I think Manfred Mann did a great cover. I think their version of Blinded by the Light's way better than his. Yeah, I think Glory Days is my favorite Springsteen song. I have to admit I like Born in the USA. Pink Cadillac I like. Uh, um, uh, what was that? I'm on Fire, I think. Yeah, I only like a few of the Police songs. I only like a few of Police's songs. And I like a few of you. Each one of those bands, I like some of their music, but the bands themselves, no. They're so far overrated. People trying to make them sound great, they're not. But U2 by the far. Well, no, I think Red Hot Chili Peppers are far overrated. I don't think the Police are overrated. They're just not a great band. Uh, but I like what 3 or 4 of their songs. But I think Chili Peppers is a close race between U2 and the Chili Peppers for being so overrated. And then, like, one thing that really aggravated me with the Chili Peppers is they gave Weird Al Yankovic permission to do one of their songs and then shit all over it about how they hated it. What? It's what he does. He did what he does. He's not doing you a favor. He's not. I mean, the fact that he did one of your songs should have made you feel good. Man, what the hell is going on, camera? There we go. That's the green I like. Uh, but yeah, I can't say I hate the Police, but I do hate the Chili Peppers and U2, even though I like some of their music. Yeah, I like him too. Always have. Way back when he was on the Dr. Demento show, I think that's what it's called. That noise started again. I don't know what the hell that is. But it's weird that it stopped when I moved over there, closer to where the sound's coming from. Trying to think of another band that people love that I can't stand. Mm, I don't like Jelly Roll. I like a couple of his songs. I don't like him. I mean, as a person, he's okay, but as an artist, I'm not really a big fan. Um, hmm. Trying to think of another. Oh, Radiohead. I only like one of their songs. Coldplay. That's another one. It's just popular to like them. They're not a great band, but yeah, I agree with you on that, dude. I know I like one of their songs, but I can't remember which one it is. But yeah, Coldplay, Radiohead. Another thing from Radiohead I like is Creep. You know, it's weird. Back in our days, a one-hit wonder would have their one hit, be around for a while. The song sticks. We still listen to them to this day. But they didn't just become popular and everybody just start following them for 10, 20, 30 years going, yeah, they're awesome. No, they got lucky. Like the band EMF that lasted that long, they had been together. I want to say they said it was like 7 weeks or 13 weeks, something like that. Oh, Nirvana is another one that's way overrated. Um, but EMF had only been together a couple of months. I'll give them that, say a couple of months. Oh, see, I love Nickelback. I don't understand all the hate they get. Chad was his name, Chad Kroger. He's a fantastic songwriter. I love Nickelback. I've never given in to anybody that hates them. And if you hate them, that's fine. Again, it's subjective, it's personal taste. But I love Nickelback. Has some great songs. And I like them forever. And I still listen. They're on my playlist. Um, but I didn't understand that whole hate thing that they caught. Somebody had told me that. I had heard one person say, that that's true. In a sense, yes. They do have some fun tunes and they do sound similar. The core of the song is similar, or is musically similar, but they take on some deep issues, like Never Again. Uh, this is How You Remind Me. I love that song. Uh, but I mean, I like their fun songs too, but they got some good, deep songs. But Photograph, I just love that song because it reminds me of my childhood, my teenage years. I didn't break into school a dozen times. We did it once. But and we always hung out at the arcade. Um, I was like, oh yeah, I think Nirvana's way overrated. They just hit it just the right time for the right youth group. Where they insulted the U.S. Nickelback? I don't know. Maybe Big Balls will know that. I do not know that. I I can't think of a song where they insult the US. I'm trying to think. I can't think of any song that I've heard from them, and I think I have most of their CDs. Well, as I tell a lot of people, we have the whole world at our fingertips. Okay. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy? Um, all right. I Googled it. It's right here. See what it says? Nickelback has not released a song that insulted the US. Oh, oh shit, that messed my camera up. Straighten up, camera. All right, so um, Keith, it's not that they insulted the US. They got mad at Trump for using one of their songs without their permission, and people turned it into that. We're talking about Nickelback right now, Mark, but they did not insult the US. What Trump did, even though I like Trump, that is a copyright thing. So I get that. And just because I like him don't mean anybody else has to. So I get that. So that's that. But as I've said many times before, like with Nirvana, Soundgarden is up. Yeah, no, that's what I just Googled it. And they said there is nothing. That's the only thing that they can associate it with is that because they told Trump he couldn't use photograph. Um, oh, wait a minute. It could have been before he was in office. I don't remember which cover Nemophila did of theirs. Oh, I'm trying to remember. But Keith, it may have been before he was in office because they said he had used the song Photograph in a meme of Joe Biden. So that means Joe Biden was probably still in office when that happened. Um, but Alice in Chains and um, that other band, I think they're far superior than Nirvana. Um, Ground Even. I ain't heard that in forever. I can't remember how it goes. Um, Damn. Now I have to check my CDs. Listen to it. Actually, I guess I can just look up Nemophila. Soundgarden, yes. I think Pearl Jam's overrated too, but Soundgarden, I think is far superior than over Nirvana. I just found out a lot of people don't like Foo Fighters. I really like the Foo Fighters. I saw a thing about bands people hate, and people were saying they hate the Foo Fighters. I love the Foo Fighters. I think they're way better than Nirvana. I've never been a big Pearl Jam fan. I like two of their songs, Jeremy and Or maybe 3, but I can't. Meat Puppets? I don't know how I feel about them. Am I froze? Oh, thank God. I was watching my monitor. See, I don't always freeze here on this. That's why I had this other monitor, so I know when I freeze. I don't think I know the Meat Puppets well enough to have an opinion about them. As she should. I think they're fantastic. I think Dave Grohl is a great songwriter. Seems like a really cool dude. And I'm not saying that he's always super nice. I'm sure he's done some shitty things. Well, on the documentaries I watched, I know he's done some shitty things, but I kind of get it. I mean, when I had my band and I would write a song, my bassist would do the bass part, my drummer would do the drum part, but it had to match what I heard in my head, or I didn't let it go. I couldn't let it go. I wrote this song. My name is on it. I really wish the person who said they have a cassette of our band practice would get me a copy of it. They've promised me a copy, and it's been 5 or 6 years now, and I haven't seen a copy of it. Because if it was our band practice, it could still have the song Trouble in Paradise, which was the first really good song I wrote, and It's Too Late. That was 2 of my best songs that I wrote. And the song Trouble in Paradise, I wrote it around when I first learned to do pinch harmonics. Checking the delay. About 5 or 6 seconds behind. I don't know if I've seen that. Corey Taylor, I'm kinda on the fence with that dude. Um, when we saw him with, Stone Sour, we actually left. Once he did Looking Through the Glass, which is like the 3rd or 4th song into the set, we left. He was just douchey. But one of his solo records, I think under Corey Taylor, I've actually reacted to it. Some of the song or 2 off of it, I really liked them. They're really good. But man, when he came through here with Stone Sour, and it didn't help that the 4 opening acts were way better than him. Theory of a Dead Man crushed it. They were the only ones. Theory of a Dead Man, As I Lay Dying. I think that was the first time we saw Hellstorm. And I can't remember who the other band was. Oh, no, not them. I can't remember the 4th band, but they just crushed it. So by the time he came out with his whole rock star bullshit, I asked my kids, I said, what do y'all think? And they're like, we're both hungry. So we just left. I'm also kind of on the fence with Rick Nelson. I love Cheap Trick, but sometimes Rick seems okay, sometimes not so much. I'll have to check out that video though, Keith. I don't know what you're talking about, so I'll have to check it out. And I really have a thing against rock stars that act really super cool with other rock stars, but when they meet fans, they're assholes. I just started following this guy on TikTok, and I get it. kind of bothering you, but he hangs out in the LA airport and speaks to celebrities when they come through. Some of them are super cool, some of them are super assholes. And I realize you got your own shit going on, but you can tell the difference. If they're just busy and they tell you, hey, I'm busy, got to go. I get that. They're busy and they got to go. You really do, Mark. You really do. Because we've seen, we went to one music festival where there were four. Oh, let's see. When we went to see the Carnival of Madness, um, that was the first time we saw Hailstorm. Headliner was Five Finger Death Punch. But they brought their game. They had killer opening acts and they brought their A game and they matched it. But like I said, Corey Taylor, he stacked that deck in the wrong direction. But you really do have to be careful. As someone who's opened, like when I do comedy, I go out there and do my best. If I'm not the headliner, that headliner cannot come out there and half-ass it. They better come out there and bring their A game. It's on your Facebook page? All right, Keith, I'll check it out. Um, but I have been a headliner where all the openers pissed everyone off, and that's even worse, in my opinion. That's even worse because when you're doing stand-up, you want the crowd to be in the mood to laugh, not mad. But yeah, I guess so you still have to be careful who your opening act is. But I didn't book that show, I was just a headliner. But, some people try to be nice and they stack shows with their friends. That way they look good for wherever they're doing the show. Look how many comedians I brought. But most of them turn out to be commodians, meaning they're not funny. They think they're funny, but they're not funny. And I think two of those comedians didn't do their whole set. They just walked off. But fortunately, I made people laugh, so. I'm glad y'all showed up because it's rolling really good now. I mean, it makes time go by faster, but I'm enjoying talking to y'all. 3 of you are talking, 3 of you are just watching. I did one of the times I competed in the funniest person in Austin, and it's a competition. So they don't like stack it. It's just wherever you get put into the show. But the person who followed me was mad when I walked off stage. She goes, "What the fuck did you do that for?" She got up there and bombed hard. If they're already in the mood to laugh, it makes your job easier. The drunk raccoon? No, I've seen lots of videos of drunk animals, but there's animals in the savannah that will eat certain fruits when they're ripening or when they're overripe or fermenting, so they get drunk. But no, I did not hear about the drunk raccoon. Hey, new people, jump in and talk anytime. We're talking about bands, all sorts of stuff. Hey, what's up, Sadie? You get credit for showing up to class. We got 26 minutes left. Oh. Gotta make a couple more memes today. I don't think you're allowed to call, and as a substitute teacher, I don't think you're allowed to call the special needs kid that when he's late for class. It doesn't sound right. I actually lost a follower one time. I posted that joke, and this woman got so bent out of shape. Oh, that feels good. I mean, kind of painful, but good. Let's work out with Bob. Okay. Hey, what? Oh, I guess my camera's pointing down. Um, yeah, I almost forgot today too because I was mad because Mark, I don't think you were here, Mark, when I first said it. Is that real or is that a joke? Did they get all of what cut? All the trees? Um, I got all the trees cut out of the front fence line. I have I have to check the back fence line, which shouldn't be too bad. And then I have 3 trees that are out of control that I have to cut so that we can see. So I got the main part of it done. Uh, but last 2 days have been cold and rainy, so I haven't been able to do anything. Tomorrow, if it's not rainy, I have to cut some more trees, get all my shit ready for my weekend at Walmart. But I did do good on the tree cutting this week. Uh, I did not hear about that, Keith. I don't know. Is it a joke or did that really happen? Because I can see it happening. Oh, I solved the mystery, Mark. No need to apologize, buddy. We'll get it figured out. If I can't figure it out, I'll ask you for clarification. The fact that you're here and talking, that's what matters, man. Made national news. No, well, I say I don't watch the news, so there you go. The only thing I've recently saw on the news, and that's because it's all over TikTok, is that teacher punching that kid in the face, which is exactly what I would have done. And they ain't talked any of that silly shit here in Texas yet, so hopefully we don't get any of that because I do not need that. I got stuff to do. We're supposed to be up in the 70s by Wednesday. We'll see. I mean, it can happen. This is Texas. Today we're in the 40s, but it feels like the 30s. By Wednesday, we'll be up in the 70s. Oh, it's all over TikTok and Instagram. A kid decided to swing on a teacher, and the teacher punched him in the mouth. The teacher's been fired, and his mama thinks that the teacher should be brought up on charges. Wait, your little punk ass kid swung on him. Anybody swings on me, you're going to get what you get. You're going to swing on a man, you're going to get treated like a man. He probably smelled it, Mark. They got sensitive smellers, I believe. We used to have a rat in the club that I worked that liked grenadine. He did not mess with any of, and it since it's red, I figure he got it. Yeah, we feel like we're in the 30s, Sadie. With the wind chill, we got an 18-mile-an-hour wind, making it feel like it's in the 30s. But yeah, we'll be back up in the 70s soon. But Mark, the rat that we had, he liked grenadine, and our grenadine came in a plastic bottle. He would literally chew right above the line where the liquid was at and drink it out of there. He was big, real big. The first time I tried to catch him, I put a glue trap by the grenadine, and he knocked it off the shelf, drank some grenadine. So the next time I screwed it to the shelf, he got stuck. I got like this big of a chunk of his hide and about that much of his tail that were stuck on there, pulled him off. 12 degrees, you can keep that shit, Keith. Oh, oh, oh. I hope my heater kicks on. 12 degrees. No. That's way too cold, dude. I can't do that shit. Ugh. I mean, I've done it, but I don't like doing it. Oh. Oh, I can't remember if I've told y'all. I decided to quit doing I kind of dabbled into the AI videos for a while, a very, very short time. Wrote a few, well, made a few joke videos, and one did really good, but yeah, I don't need 20 degrees here. That's too cold. The 30 that we were feeling today was too cold. Um, but I'm not going to do AI videos anymore because I don't feel it's 100% me. I like my memes. That's 100% me. So when the weather gets really jacked up here and I can't do any work outside, I will start doing reactions again. And I'm going to do a video of the top 10 most overplayed songs on classic rock radio. I might do a top 10, or no, I'll do a top 6 of bands that I hate just to upset people. I mean, I don't really care. YouTube, I get paid okay with YouTube, but Instagram's where my money's at right now. And those of you who weren't here earlier, in a little over a week, I've gone from 146,000 views to 3.3 million views. I'm pretty happy with that. Trying to get up to 5 million. Oh, I love Aerosmith. Aerosmith can't be on my. Oh, are you talking about overplayed classic rock or bands that you hate? I love Aerosmith. Thank you. I'm trying to get to 5 million again. I was almost to 5 million when they did their test. Apparently, Instagram tests you, even though they tell you to post at a certain rate when you're a paid content creator, they will test you to make sure you're not using a bot. So I was just under 5 million monthly views when they dropped me down to the 146. They tested me for a couple of weeks, but you have to just keep posting. Thank you. So now that I'm on my way back up, I'm hoping I hit 5 million. I have not heard the whole album yet. Oh, Keith, that I can agree with being overplayed. I agree with that because I mostly listen to classic rock only. Although this week I've been listening to country because there's a country radio station here and I did some spots for them. So I like hearing my voice on the radio. So I've been listening to this country station so I can hear the spots that I recorded for them. I have not heard the whole thing. Sadie, I heard one song. I love Youngblood. He's the next true rock star that's hitting. He just hit #1 here in the States. But I really like Youngblood. So Youngblood with Aerosmith is just dope. But I have not heard the whole EP yet. But I've liked Youngblood since the first song I reacted to. And Keith, I will say that the classic rock station that I listen to here, well, I listen to two. Well, not really two. The classic rock station is KBGO. You can find it on iHeartRadio. I listen to that, and a lot of times you can hear me in the mornings, not during Christmas time because I hate Christmas music. So I don't listen during Christmas time, except for a while. Sometimes because I like my friend is a DJ on the morning, has a morning show. So to show him support, I will muscle through some of the Christmas music. All right, I'll check that out, Sadie. But to show my friend support, I'll muscle through Christmas music as long as I can, and then I'll switch over. Um, Mostly, he started out kind of, well, I can't even really say he started out as a rapper, but he was kind of. Um, but he kind of started out that way, Mark, or along in that area. But no, I can't really call him a rapper from back then when I first reacted to him. But no, he's strictly rock now, or pretty much. He can do whatever he wants. He's kind of like a Queen or Elton John. He can do whatever he wants and it's good. So, but no, he's got some dope ass songs I've reacted to. He did a song with "Bring Me the Horizon" that was just amazing. Um, Keith Steven was a drummer in the band he was in before Aerosmith. Steven Tyler is a drummer. That's funny. I was just saying, I just basically said what Sadie just said. So that's two of us telling you that. Um, I just recently heard that he was rude to his drummer, but I don't know. You know, people are looking for reasons to rage and hate on people. So I haven't heard Joey Kramer say that he was, yeah, Joey Kramer. I haven't heard Joey Kramer say that he was rude to him. I know they cut him out for whatever reason, but yeah, that's well known that Steven Tyler was a drummer, has been a drummer. As a matter of fact, there's a video right now of him with playing a Wipeout. I just saw it on TikTok this morning. And no, it's not AI, it's real. Um, but he crushed it. Steven can play a lot of instruments. He is a true musician. The other thing I really like about Youngblood is he's not full of himself. He is so kind to his fans. He does shit to make a better experience. He's controlling his ticket prices because he thinks it's ridiculous what a lot of bands are charging or allowing to be charged. So he's getting in on all of that. So I'm looking for him to reach legendary status before it's all over. Because, like with Kiss, that's why Kiss's fan base is so strong. In the beginning, Kiss went and played places nobody else would play. So they built a solid fan base. That's cool. I think I'd heard about Matt, so I like Matt. Um, that whole GNR thing was, they screwed up by letting him go. But Matt's a solid drummer. Ben Sharp does good. I mean, but Matt's definitely a solid drummer. Probably a little rock star-ish, kind of asshole-ish, but that's just the way that game goes. I've always liked Matt as a drummer. Did I say $35? No. Um, I think they were like 85 when I checked. 85 or 95. And that's not with the fees or shit. They played a smaller venue here in Austin. I didn't go. And then a friend of mine who goes to shows there said it's a good venue. So next time somebody comes, to go. Um, I don't think they were down at 35, Keith. I haven't seen anybody with ticket prices that low since my kids were in high school and we went to some music festivals where we were paying 40 and something bucks a pop. Yeah, definitely. I agree with that, Sadie. Well, Mark, when you view music that way, that's how that works out for you, buddy. Yeah, that's true, Keith. I think a lot of it has to do with where they played as well. Because when Bandmate came through here a couple of years back, they were going to be at the House of Blues, but it sold out, so they moved them to another venue. I hate Dallas, so I mean, I like performing in Dallas, but I don't want to go to Dallas. The only way I go to Dallas is to perform, for the most part. Right situation, I'll go, but for the most part, it's just to perform. Dallas is a great place, especially for stand up. Austin's a great place for music, okay for stand up. The reason Austin's okay for stand up, it could be a much better scene, but it's too clicky. If you're one of the in crowd, one of the cool kids, you'll do well. The fact that I didn't smoke weed, they didn't like that, so they didn't trust me. I didn't hang out with them, get all wasted. Oh, okay, then I got it backwards. Wherever it was, I thought House of Blues was the original spot, but sorry, it's been a couple of years. $35 is a great price, but I don't remember that's what it was when I looked at the tickets. $35 in Austin just sounds too low. Where was it they were scheduled at first, Keith? I had tickets to the show and something came up and I sold them. But I remember they switched venues. Oh, you're right. They did go to House. Where the hell were they playing at first? Not that it matters. It was a long time ago and I didn't go to the show. So, oh yeah, I missed cheap tickets too. I was like, the last time I saw Kiss, which was the Hot and Shade tour, I paid 10.50 out front row, 10.50 a piece. So when people are paying $500 to $1,500 a ticket, there's no way in hell I wouldn't pay to see that. They weren't any better. I think I only paid. I think it was less than 10 when I saw Motley Crue at the Paramount Theater in Seattle, Washington. Axe was the opening band. That was in November of '83. Yeah, but tickets were still fairly well priced back then. Um, we paid, I think we paid like 35 for Aerosmith on the Nine Lives tour, 50 to see the Eagles on the first Hell Freezes Over tour. Yeah, it easily. Um, well, see, my kids have learned that naturally there's bands you'll pay more to see, but you can pay to see some young, hungry band that wants to really um but $50 to see the Eagles on the first Hell Freezes Over tour at the UT football stadium. Kenny Wayne Shepherd opened up. It was a fantastic show. Uh we paid decent, I think 70 something a piece to see Travis Tritt, Charlie Daniels, which turned out to be Charlie Daniels' last tour before he croaked. And there's a band called Cadillac 3 that was the opening act. They were amazing. Um, we saw Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley. for a decent price. We saw 38 Special and Kansas for a fairly decent price. Again, it's not that I don't have money. There's just certain things I'm not going to pay to see. Holy shit, we only have 4 minutes left. My friend's mom went and saw him at the Sphere. She said it was amazing. It was one of the most incredible experiences. It was awesome. I have a friend that went and saw The Wizard of Oz there, him and his wife, and he said that was amazing. Pricey, but an amazing experience. Yeah, this was the first time that I had seen Charlie. I have loved Charlie since I was like 12 years old. Long Hair Country Boy is one of my all-time favorite songs. Legend of Woolly Swamp. Devil Went Down to Georgia naturally. There's a song called, it's not a popular song by him. Oh, what the hell is it called? Oh, this is not the song I was saying about, but Drinking My Baby Goodbye is also one of my all-time favorite songs by Charlie Daniels. I can't think of the name of the damn song because I keep getting that David Allan Coe song stuck in my head, The Ride, but it's not called The Ride. Damn. But yeah, I was glad we got to see him. I could have got one of his bows, but I realized too late and some kid got it. He was throwing bows, autographed bows out into the crowd. Alice Cooper and Ace Frehley was amazing. Ace Frehley was better without Kiss than he ever was with Kiss. At least when we saw him, he put on a better show. Because it was just a stripped down rock and roll show. Yes, that's the song I'm thinking about, Keith. But I can't think of the damn name of the song. You tip your hat to this lady, son. When I did, all that hair fell out. Damn, I cannot think of the name of that song, but yes, that is the song. Man, you're good, Keith. That was good. Damn, we're almost done. Shit. Now that we're rolling, talking about music and having a good old time. And I think it's just the name of the song. I don't even think it says the name of the song in the song. And I still use that term that he uses in there. They're running like their asses were on fire and their heads were on fire and their asses were catching. Or am I saying it backward? Heads were on fire and their asses were catching. Yep, they always do have to end. But all right, I got 30 seconds to tell y'all how much I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Pretty much all of you know how to interact with me on social media. Feel free to do that. Have a great week. I will be back this coming Thursday. So make sure you're here. 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Peace.